Okay, so in regard to samba, I've gotten this type of comment a bunch of times. So let's talk about it a little bit. Here's the first thing that you have to realize. There is no Brazilian rhythm, samba or otherwise, that was created on the drum set. Samba was originally created as a batucada, which is an entire percussion ensemble performing samba. And if you notice, we have a myriad of different percussion instruments playing completely different rhythms to support that samba. So now you have 10 different percussion instruments with 10 different rhythmic patterns, and each instrument has variations on those rhythms. You have to find a way of taking some of that and interpreting it to the drum set. For example, the caixa, which is a Brazilian snare drum, you could play a pattern like this. And if I play that over a surdo pattern, you get this. To simulate something like a ganza, which is like a shaker, you could do on the hi-hat, or you could do like a pattern on the ride cymbal to give you like that pandero sound. For that forró groove that I did, I used this to mimic the triangle. If I wanted to mimic, say, a go-go pattern with a caixa on the snare drum and then a surdo on the bass drum, I could do something like this. That would also be a samba. There's a pattern that some people call the samba clave, which is kind of a slang because there's not really clave in Brazilian music. That's an Afro-Cuban thing. But a lot of people, even Brazilians, call the samba clave the partido alto rhythm, which is something you could play in the tamborim, like. So playing that over a surdo pattern. Is also going to give you a different version of a samba. Let's try a partido alto, but use a cross stick to simulate a tamborim with a pandero pattern on the ride cymbal. Something like this. Still a samba. So there's all kinds of ways to mimic what those percussion instruments are doing, and that's what we're trying to do when we bring it to the kit. Now, for all you drummers that are playing these rhythms and studying them, particularly ones that aren't Brazilian, if you're getting a lot of comments that, hey, that's not authentic, just keep in mind that nothing on the drum set is authentic because none of these rhythms were made for the drum set. And finally, don't apologize for not being Brazilian or not being Cuban. And not taking away from those guys that have that swing baked into their bones. But if you don't have that, it doesn't mean that you can't study these rhythms and still swing it and still play it in your own voice. Never apologize for that. You're going to sound great.